What's up, y'all? Around the world and back in your eardrums. Welcome to another edition of The Opposite Reaction. Ain't nobody gonna be partying after a while because once they start moving certain things into place, the 100-day plan has not included us. Not only that, did you see I was reading somewhere, and I still have to further research this, but I believe the state of New York is going towards making vaccinations for COVID-19 mandatory.
I saw that. I did see that headline, and I was like, I am not doing that. There's no possible way.
Did you see who's on the panel? Now, props to the sister that they put on the COVID-19 panel.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not. This is not a dig at her at all. I'm glad she made it. I'm glad to see somebody that looks like us be represented. But you mean to tell me you couldn't, in addition to that, find a black male doctor to be on the panel? I'm just asking. Asking.
I've been doing, because I was obsessed when this whole COVID thing first started. I was obsessed with it because I just was like, this is a conspiracy to make us take some sort of vaccination that's going to off us. Because, I'm a conspiracy theorist like that. But I was reading, and they were going out of their way to specifically find black doctors because they thought that would make the black community more willing to go through this research process. Because the majority of us, a lot of us don't know enough history, but most of us know at least that part of history. So we're like, nah, you ain't finna put nothing.
I think people are skeptical, as they should be, because of things that have transpired throughout history. When you look at
things that are currently
what they have done to some of the people on the African continent, testing certain issues. We know where the AIDS vaccine was, the AIDS disease was tested before it came to the States. You look at the Tuskegee experiment down right here in Tuskegee, Alabama, in the United States. And there's several other things that have transpired when it comes to black folks and brown folks too, but mostly black people. And so you look at those things, you should be hesitant. You should be on guard, and your ears should be sticking straight up in the air, so to speak, because these are things you have to pay attention to. If they don't mandate it, if they go with volunteers, I know there's hundreds of people right now that would volunteer in a heartbeat, because I believe they said the vaccine is about 90% completed. They have to figure out a few other steps.
Here's the problem with that. And this is again one of those things where I always tell people, y'all got to start reading. This is crazy. The problem with this vaccine is, number one, typically vaccines take about 5 to 10 years to come out. And the reason for that is once you go through human trials, the human trials aren't just to see, is this vaccine or is this cure viable? Does it work? That's not all that the trials are for. The trials are also for, what are the side effects? It takes years before you know something like that. So these people who have gone through this hasn't even been a full year that these human trials have been taking place.
Do you believe that this has been something that's been ongoing?
No. What I believe is they're trying to spearhead something, and people gonna walk around one day and a giant titty's gonna grow on their forehead. That's what I think.